UFC Seattle's this weekend, and the card, although many fights got canceled or moved, is still an absolute banger. Now, obviously, last week for the Jared Cannonier fight, I didn't do the best on my picks, but you guys were clowning on me. And this one's personal, I'm done playing around. I'm done getting picks wrong. I got a chip on my shoulder now, so I'm really locked in for this week. Probably gonna get all the picks right, if I'm being honest. So, I stick around. I'm not gonna spend 20 minutes talking about the 10th prelim fight. If it's a boring fight, I'm not gonna go too into depth, but just cut the fluff, get straight to the point. You know how it is. First, we got Madaras Duspedis and Rafael Caquera, light heavyweight bout. Buzkatskits trains with Tommy Aspinall, I believe. Don't know too much about Kirkwaria, so I'm going to go with Buzkatskis. Well, he obviously has the momentum. He's coming off a win. Rafael Kirkwaria is coming off a loss. So, momentum, same height, same reach. Buzkakis is bigger. So, I'm going to go with Buzkakis, probably by decision or KO. But Buzkakis is my first pick. Next, we got Mansour Abdul Malik versus Nick Klein. Now, Mansour is a pretty good striker from what I've heard. Obviously undefeated. I'm not too sure about Nick Klein. For whatever reason, UFC doesn't like to put the full record of people coming off Dana White Contender Series. But look, Mansour is bigger. He's a huge favorite. He has a striking advantage, power advantage, and I don't think Nick Klein's going to be able to do anything to him. So I'm going to go Mansour Abdul Malik by knockout. What round? I don't know. I'm not a genie, but he's going to win. Next, we got one of my favorite fighters, Ricky Simone versus Javid Basharat. Ricky, he needs a win bad. I think he might be on the decline of his career, unfortunately. He really is a pretty fun fighter to watch. He's kind of similar to Josh Emmett in his striking, and then he uses his grappling a lot when he can. Very strong. And then you got Javid Basharat, who doesn't have powerful striking. I don't think he has any KO potential. If he does beat Ricky, it will be via grappling. But as I said, Ricky is a solid grappler, and I don't see him getting out grappled by Basharat. I mean, you can just do the eye test on these two. Obviously, Ricky's way more built. Basharat's built like a Q-tip. So I think I'm feeling a Ricky Simone knockout, comes out of his drought, and he gets some momentum going again. So I think Ricky is going to be able to defend all the grappling, keep it on the feet, land a big flush right overhand on Basharat's chin, put him to sleep for a minute or two, and yeah, get back in the win column. So I got Ricky Simone winning this fight, probably by KO. We'll see. Next we got Adam Fuggett versus Billy Ray Golf. Again, you could do the eye test for these two. Uh, Adam Fuggett looks like he's bullied, and Billy Ray Golf looks like the bully. So, both these guys are pretty well balanced strikers, wrestlers. Billy Ray Golf, high volume wrestler, pretty good wrestling defense. He's a very active striker as well. Adam Fuggett is just like a worse version of Billy Ray Golf. He's just outclassed. He doesn't have the same volume. So I'm going to go with Golf. I think going to be similar to the Ricky Simone fight. Defend the grappling, keep it standing, maybe knock him out. We'll see. But I'm going with Billy Ray Golf. We got Andre Touchy Feely versus Melchizel. Melchizel Costa. Looks like he's got an interesting haircut. Anywho, I'm going with Andre Feely. I think he's getting up there in age, but he's got some power in his hands still. And power is one of the last things to go when you get older. I think Andre Feely's older than I could check. Oh, I mean, Andre Feely's 34, so he's not really too old. He's still got like a year or two left, if that. But either way, his grappling defense is pretty good. The other guy's grappling isn't the best. And then, obviously, I think Andre Feely's just a more powerful striker. Yeah, I'm surprised he's the underdog, honestly, or the favorite. I would have thought it would be Costa because, like I said, Andre Feely hasn't been doing too hot as of late. But I think Andre Feely will be able to find the shot. Honestly, I think it will just be a decision. He'll do more damage than Costa. Maybe knock him down in one of the rounds. But either way, I got Andre Feely like 29, 28, 30, 27 decision. Next, we got Ruzaboyev versus Eric Macanio. Look, Ruzaboyev is coming off a loss to Buckley. I think that was his last fight with Buckley. Buckley, he didn't get the finish, I don't believe. And, it wasn't the easiest fight for him. Ruzaboyev, he's got pretty good striking. Buckley had to take him down to win. And this Makinio guy, I don't know. I'm going to be honest, that makes me casual, so be it. But I don't know who Eric Maconio is. If you know who it is and you know his first 10 opponents, good on you. But I'm going to go with Ruzaboyev. It looks like this guy's a short notice replacement. If he's not, I don't know why. The UFC hasn't updated his record, height, reach, any of that. But yeah, Ruzaboyev just gonna outstrike him. I think it could be either decision or finish. I'm gonna go decision. He's absolutely huge for the weight class. 6'5" middleweight. Was he not fighting? Did he not fight Buckley at welterweight? Either way, 6'5" is big for like any weight class. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ruzaboyev. Keep him at range. Outpoint him. Decision. Next we got another person with no stats or information. Julius Walker versus Alonzo Menifield. Menifield coming off a loss, I think it was to Carlos Ulberg. Either way, it's going to be Alonzo Menifield highlight. He's going to knock Julius Walker out. You know, he did tag Carlos Ulberg pretty good. Just, you know, Carlos Ulberg's extremely elite on the feet, and he landed the cleaner shot. So I'm going to go Menifield by a knockout. What round? I don't know, but he's going to get a knockout. It's going to be a pretty decent fight, I'd imagine. Look, I don't know who Julius Walker is either. The UFC's got to start putting pictures on these guys. It looks like, again, this is a short notice person, so I'm going to go Menifield, knockout. Next, we got Ian Cutelaba versus Ibo Aslan. The most entertaining part about Cutelaba is his weigh-ins. Other than that, he's not a very entertaining fighter. I'm pretty sure he fought was it Johnny Walker? He fought Johnny Walker, I know. Lost to him. Either way, he's a can. Somehow he's coming off a win. I don't know how. Iblo Aslan, he's an up-and-coming prospect. He's got momentum, you know. I don't know what the odds are. I'd hope Iblo's the favorite, but I'm going to go Iblo. He's a much more active striker, definitely the better striker out of the two. I think he'll have what it takes to defend Ian Kutalaba's takedowns, or his attempts at least. And, you know, he's taller, got a longer reach. Keep him at range, you know, stay safe, out damage him. So I think Ibo Aslan's going to get it done. Honestly, I'll say by decision, like 30-27. Next, we got Edson Barboza. Is Edson Barboza really still on the card? I don't know why this isn't expanding. Oh, my God. It's functional app. Bro, did I see the fight? I thought Edson wasn't on the card. Why is it not letting me click on it? This is very infuriating. I thought, first of all, why is it here? Dude, Edson is not on the card. There's no way. Yeah, this fight's canceled, bro. Get it off of the website. God, UFC is so slow. They do everything so slow. Get this off. I don't want to see it. He's not on the card anymore. If he was, he'd win because he's a freaking beast. But yeah, he's not. This isn't a fight that's actually happening anymore. Next, we got Rob Font versus Gene Matsumutsu. Look, Rob Font was supposed to fight Dom Cruz. Fortunately, Cruz pulled out. Rob Font, a very good boxer. And then you got Gene Matsumutsu, uh, decent grappler. I don't know. We said Adrian Yanez would beat Rob Font, but look how that turned out. You know, I'm gonna go. What are the odds on this? No odds. I'd imagine Matsumutsu's the favorite or whatever. Rob Font's getting up there in age, but I'm gonna go Rob Font. You know, he's been in camp. Matsumutsu's short notice. It's catchweight bout. So Rob Font doesn't have to cut as much weight. And Gene Matsumutsu is gonna have to he's gonna actually have the harder weight cut because Rob Font's been slowly getting down to bantamweight. I think it's a catchweight of 140, so that's honestly where most fighters sit, like 10 pounds above the weight class when they go to bed that final night or before they start their last weight cut. So, you know, I think the weight cut will be pretty easy on Font. He's probably already about 140. Matsumutsu is probably still cutting hard, short notice. So I'm going to go Rob Font. I think he's going to wear on Matsumutsu. He's going to use his veteran experience. He's got good power in his hands. And I think he's going to have a good showing. He's going to take Gene Matsumutsu, though. You know, this isn't the year of the undefeated fighters. We've seen, I don't even know how many undefeated fighters lose their oath this year. So Gene Matsumutsu is going to join the list, and Rob Font is going to win. Next, we got Gene Silva, fighting nerd, versus Mausik Bagarsarian. This isn't going to be close. Gene Silva's going to win. Knockout, I'd say. Fighting nerds. Up and coming gym. They're doing great things. Everyone in that gym's evolving at an extremely fast pace. It's just going to be a Gene Silva highlight reel, is my prediction. I'd say it's going to be a first or second round knockout. They're going to have more film to use for him in his future fight promos, but yeah, it's going to be banger while it lasts, and we're going to see a pretty good Gene Silva knockout. So now this is a really good fight. The people's main event, right? Brendan Allen versus Anthony Hernandez. This is a hard fight to pick. You know, obviously Hernandez has ungodly cardio and pretty good grappling, but Brendan Allen's no slouch on the ground either, you know. Very good jiu-jitsu. He out-grappled Paul Craig for their whole fight. Pretty good ground and pound as well. along with his jiu-jitsu. And to be honest, for those 5 rounds, I'd pick Hernandez, but Hernandez doesn't have the prettiest striking, and I think Brendan Allen has a better striking of the two. Anthony Hernandez's takedowns, he's kind of like a Marab. They're not the most effective or technical, but once he wears on you, they're pretty solid. So, I don't think his chances are good since this is a 3 rounder. Obviously, Brendan Allen, he's been in main events before too, 5 round fights, but this is a 3 rounder. I think Brendan Allen's gonna win, unfortunately. I really want to see Hernandez do well. He's one of my favorite prospects, and I love watching him fight. But I don't think he's going to be able to outstrike Brendan Allen in those earlier rounds when they both still have full gas tanks. I just think Brendan Allen's going to outdamage him round one and round two. Hernandez might win the third, but yeah, I'm going to go with Brendan Allen. 29-28. I don't think he's going to finish Hernandez because Hernandez is very tough, very hard to put away. But, Allen, he can definitely hold his own on the ground. And I think, honestly, his technique's probably better, but I don't think cardio is going to play as much of a role in a 3 round fight. So I'm going to go Brendan Allen. I want Hernandez to win, but sometimes that's just not how the cookie crumbles. So I got Brendan Allen, 29-28 decision. Henry Cejudo, Song Yadong. Henry Cejudo's 38 years of age. Song Yadong's like, I don't know, like 27, 28. Maybe Cejudo's 39 actually. Either way, obviously Cejudo's an older fighter. They're both coming off losses, but who's Cejudo lost to? He's lost to Aljamain Sterling and Merab Dvalishvili. Don't forget that Henry Cejudo almost put away Merab in the first with an exchange. Song Yadong hasn't fought since. I guess they both haven't fought for quite a while now. Song Yadong was on 299. Henry Cejudo's on 298. I don't. This fight's hard to call. It's 5 rounds. Henry Cejudo has a 5 round experience. His gas tank is pretty good, even though he gassed out in the Marab fight. I think Cejudo gets it done, to be honest. Obviously, Song's gonna have the better grappling, or better striking, excuse me, but he was able to get taken down by all of his past opponents. Henry will be able to get him down. Henry's one of the best wrestlers, whether you like it or not. He had a very close fight with Aljo, and like I said, he did well against Merab in the first round. And honestly, I think he would have beat Merab if he didn't gas. Obviously, like you could say it's Merab's pace or whatever, but Cejudo did have like an infection. No excuses for him, but that wasn't a 100% Cejudo. I think a lot of people are counting out Cejudo. Oh wow, he's a big underdog too. I don't. It's 5 rounds. Cejudo's a championship fighter. He only fights 5 round fights for the most part. I just think he's a veteran here. He's gonna have the experience. Song Yadong hasn't been doing well. He hasn't been fighting the top competition. It is hard though because his striking is very good, but Henry Cejudo's not like any striker Song Yadong's ever fought. He does have power too. Gave Corey Sandhagen a tough fight. I don't know. It's definitely gonna be close, but to be honest, I think Henry Cejudo is gonna drag him into the deep waters, and he's gonna get the win. It could be a decision or maybe even a knockout. Like he's gonna sting him on the feet, finish the job. So, I'm going to go with Cejudo. I think Cejudo's going to get it done. Cejudo's been training hard. I think he has a much stronger mentality. He knows how to win. He has a championship mindset. He's not fighting a championship fighter. He's fighting Song Yadong. So I'm going to go with Henry Cejudo. So for my picks, I got Henry, Brendan Allen, Gene Silva, Rob Font. Barboza's not on the card, but I'd pick him. Ibo Aslan, Alonzo Menafield, Ruzaboyev, Feely, which I don't know about that fight. I can't really say that one's a lock. Uh, Billy Ray Golf, Ricky Simon, Mansour Abdul Malik, and Modestas Bukakis. Those were my picks for UFC Fight Night Cejudo vs. Song. I need this bounce back. I need these picks to be right. And to be honest, I think they will be. I think this card's going to be great. I cannot wait to watch it. Leave a comment if you agree or disagree with anything. I respond to all my comments. Thank you for watching it all the way to this point, and I'll see you soon.